So it feels like it's been absolutely ages since the last time I checked in with you guys, and that's kind of because it's been well over a month since I last uploaded the video, so apologies for that. But I've got an update for the PC trading challenge. We did manage to get rid of our original Office PC, that is gone. I think I managed to get rid of that, I think it was, might have been sort of early to mid-February sort of time that we got rid of that, and it was bought by a lovely chap, local to me. I had it listed on Facebook Marketplace for £60. Frankly speaking, I would have taken maybe £40 for it if someone was happy to pay that, because I just had nothing. No one was interested in that PC whatsoever, and I offered it to so many people as like for swaps, and no one wanted it. And that was kind of annoying, you know, because I offered this computer for swaps, and people were like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll sell it. Like there was a guy that had a GTX 780 Ti. I offered this PC as a swap, and he said, yeah, I'll do it. He told me where he lived. Right, vaguely, he told me the town, and then he just blanked me. He just aired me, and I kept sending him messages like, "Oh yeah, you still on? Do you want to do this?" And nothing. And you know, I tried it with all sorts of things, and you know, there was one guy that had a Surface, like Microsoft Surface tablet, and I offered it to swap it for that, and he said, LOL, no, don't you have anything good? And, you know, I couldn't help but think, yeah, right, fair enough. But regardless, it was kind of annoying. And, you know, I don't blame these people. It wasn't the best trade-off forever, but it's still frustrating nonetheless. But eventually, some chap reached out to me and he said, look, I need this PC. I'll pay the full £60 and I'll give you an extra £10 if you come deliver it to me. I snapped his arm off. Trust me when I say I did not question that deal. I did not negotiate. I said yes. I said, where do you want me to meet you? And I did go and meet him. See, there's a couple clips from that I'll put in now. Okay, so I've got the PC loaded in the car. Hopefully this is going to be a smooth sale. I've never really dropped off a computer to someone before, so hopefully it goes okay. I usually have people pick up from me, so fingers crossed. And he gave me the money, and annoyingly I didn't really record it, so all you've got is this weird creepy shot of me trying to subtly film him as he walked away holding the PC, so I'll try and blur out any details of his face and things like that if need be. So yeah, unfortunately didn't really record that very well, but in the end we got £70 for that PC, which was a great starting point for our trading challenge. Now what I did from there was I basically just had a look over Facebook Marketplace to see what I could find. I put in a couple of cheeky offers to see if anyone would sort of come down well below what they were asking for on a couple of high value items. Of course, nobody agreed to it because I was putting in these disgustingly lowball offers, which again did make me feel a bit bad, but never mind. But eventually, there was a chap that I found selling an Xbox, and it turned out Xboxes, especially some versions of it, had a pretty good resale value on eBay, but sold particularly cheap on Facebook. So I reached out to this guy and managed to haggle down with him to get to a price that we both agreed on. Now, unfortunately, the Xbox I got doesn't actually come with a controller, so I've had to buy an Xbox without a controller. However, and I feel bad for the guy because I think he thinks I'm really incredibly poor. He is, because obviously he doesn't know about the trading challenge, so he doesn't know I was sat there like haggling over a couple of pounds just to give us the best chances we had. So I feel a little bit bad there, but we did manage to get a really good deal. So let me show you what we got. Funnily enough, it came with the original Xbox HDMI cable, like that came brand new from the factory, which was weird because it's never ever been used. So that's kind of cool. We've obviously got the Xbox power adapter. He included 2 games for us free of charge. We got Red Dead Redemption 2 as well as Gears of War 4, both pretty cool. And then we've got the Xbox itself, and this is why I decided to go for it. So you'll see it straight away. This is not a normal Xbox. This is the Xbox Halo Edition. It's an Xbox One. I believe it's 1 terabyte. Let me just put it back down. But because it's the Halo Edition, it means it sells for significantly more than a normal Xbox. It has like weird gimmicks and things like that. Things that I personally don't care about, but fans of Halo I'm sure do. So from what I've seen on the eBay sold listings, this unit alone, without any controllers or anything like that, any accessories, it sells for just over £100, which for us is absolutely brilliant. And I've been holding off on eBay before listing it because the intention was to hope for eBay to have an offer on where they sort of reduce the selling fees and stuff like that, which I believe, I haven't checked, but I saw someone mention that they're doing that today. So I'm going to see if I can try and get this listed today to make advantage of that so that we lose as little money in the selling process as possible. So that's been sort of my tactics going forwards. And so what I want to do here, essentially from this point onwards, is sell the Xbox, get that shipped off. Then with the money we get from that, hopefully maybe we'll be able to get some graphics cards because they're starting to come down in price now. So I've easily seen some like GTX 970s and things like that within this budget. So maybe we can start to get a GPU on the cheap end, get a quick bargain, and then maybe sell it slightly more on the higher end of the market. But it's a risky play because, as I say, prices are coming down, so it's going to have to be a really quick flip, that one. Then again, I've also seen things like Nintendo Switches and Switch Lites. They're about this sort of price as well, and they're much cheaper on Facebook than they are on eBay. So again, that might be somewhere we can sort of potentially go as our next trading move, to maybe buy a Nintendo Switch and then resell it on eBay, because there's been some really good bargains. I think I saw one today for £90. I think I might have been able to haggle that down a little bit and then resell it for maybe even upwards of 150 on eBay. So there's definitely bargains to be had, and I've got a plan in mind. But for now, let's go get this Xbox listed on eBay. So I took a look. I know I mentioned that there might be a discount on the final selling fees, and unfortunately I wasn't eligible for the really good offer, which is a £1 maximum selling fee, but instead I was eligible for 80% discount on the final selling fees. So hopefully the amount we pay in sort of final value selling fees shouldn't be too high, so we should be able to still make a decent amount of profit on this sale, assuming that we can actually sell it. The most recent console like this sold yesterday for £118. Now, I've listed mine for slightly more because we've got some games included. I've got it listed for £123.99. Now, that doesn't mean it's the cheapest on eBay, but I am accepting offers. So if you guys at home or anyone else wants to put an offer on it, then I'm happy to listen to that offer because, hey, we've got a little bit of room to work with here. So yeah, that's essentially the logic behind my listing and why I've put it at the price it is. So fingers crossed everything goes to plan and someone's going to buy it within the next 7 or so days, because then if they don't, that 80% selling fee no longer applies. So it's definitely worth me getting this sold as quick as possible. And today's the 25th of March, so that means by the 1st of April, the 2nd of April, we need to have this thing gone. So fingers crossed we can get that gone ASAP. The only thing I still have left to mention is you might have caught it in some of the screenshots of the conversations I had with the guy I bought the Xbox from, but if you didn't, I just need to make it very obvious that I didn't actually spend our full budget on the Xbox. So we had a budget of £70 available to us from selling the PC. Now, I actually, after a bit of haggling, bit of negotiation, managed to get the Xbox for £60, which means we've got this £10 left over that we'll be able to add back onto our budget once we get the Xbox sold. So if in the next video you question why I've got a random £10, that's where it's come from. It's because we bought the Xbox for 60 rather than the 70 that we had available to us. Anyway, that's kind of the end of this update. I don't want to call it an end of Q1 update because we're not doing quarterly updates. It just so happens that it's falling at the end of Q1. But anyway, hopefully updates should be a little bit more frequent as I sort of finish university, finish my exams and things like that. Over the summer, I'm really hoping to do loads of trading because I'm not going to be in a job. I'm not going to be at uni. I'm going to have all the free time in the world. So fingers crossed, things are really going to pick up in summer and we're going to make some really good progress towards getting our final gaming PC. Anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to hit like, share it with your friends, and if you know someone in the market for an Xbox, send them this video as well because I'd love it if they bought it from me. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.